Late at night, Claire sits in the dim glow of her laptop, balancing her travel agency work and her husband's schedules. While sorting through his emails for a client booking, a subject line catches her eye. Luxury Caribbean cruise confirmation. Curiosity turns to dread when she notices the passengers, Ethan Benson and Lila Monroe. Her heart pounds as she clicks open the message, every word slicing deeper. The cruise dates align perfectly with their upcoming wedding anniversary, a week Ethan had claimed was booked for a corporate retreat. Betrayal floods her veins, numbing her body. She turns toward their bedroom where he sleeps peacefully and whispers, "Was I ever enough?" By morning, her heartbreak hardens into icy resolve. She prepares his suitcase, smiles as though nothing's wrong, and slides a small AirTag into his luggage. When Ethan drives away, she stands by the window, mask slipping just enough to reveal the storm behind her eyes. Let's see once their love was effortless. Midnight drives, shared dreams, whispered promises under starlight. But over the years, laughter turned into polite silence. Claire had given up her art school scholarship to help Ethan chase his ambitions. His success soared while hers faded into routine. Love slowly eroded into quiet, unseen emptiness. Now, Claire's days revolve around booking vacations for others, a cruel irony, planning escapes she can't afford herself. Her best friend and sister, Maya, often reminds her she's too forgiving. But forgiveness had become her armor, her excuse for staying. Inside, she feels like a ghost haunting her own life. Ethan's obsession with perfection, his designer watches, gym routines, endless networking, makes Claire feel invisible. At work, her colleague Daniel notices her melancholy and gently says, "Sometimes people need to get lost to realize where home was." That night, she stops waiting. She starts investigating. Hotel bills, calendar changes, hidden texts. No more tears, only quiet resolve. Determined to uncover the truth, Claire uses her insider knowledge as a travel agent to book herself onto the same Caribbean cruise, under a false identity, Clara Monroe. The name choice is deliberate, cuttingly ironic. She becomes a shadow in her husband's world, intent not on confrontation, but revelation. Transformation becomes her armor. Claire trims her hair, changes her wardrobe, and carries herself with quiet confidence. When Maya begs her to reconsider, fearing heartbreak, Claire only replies, "It already did." This journey isn't revenge, it's resurrection. She's finally taking control of the story that betrayed her. The night before the cruise, Ethan kisses her forehead, his lips cold with deceit. "Don't wait up for me," he says. She watches his car disappear toward the port. The next morning, when the ship's horn bellows across the sea, Claire steps aboard, unseen, reborn, ready to face her truth. From behind her dark sunglasses, Claire watches Ethan and Lila laugh under the golden deck lights. Fingers intertwined, faces glowing with new love. The sight crushes her. The man who once looked at her that way now belongs to someone else. She hides among strangers, heart splintering in silence. Each night she retreats to her cabin's balcony, sipping wine as waves crash below. The loneliness is suffocating. Scrolling through Lila's social posts, she sees Ethan's smile, wide, carefree, unfamiliar. "So this is what I was replaced with," she whispers, before turning to her journal, bleeding emotions into ink. When a sudden storm disrupts the cruise, tension surfaces. Claire overhears Ethan and Lila arguing, accusations about money, lies, broken promises. For the first time, she sees the illusion fracture. The man she mourned wasn't faithful to anyone. Betrayal isn't love lost, it's his true nature revealed. The fifth night gleams with opulence, chandeliers, violins, and masked elegance. Claire, draped in silver and confidence, steps into the ballroom like a ghost reborn. Across the room, Ethan's gaze locks on her. Intrigued, he's drawn closer, unaware he's chasing the woman he once betrayed beyond recognition. Lila's jealousy ignites as Ethan can't look away. When Claire murmurs, "You look lost," his reply slips out, "You remind me of someone." Then, with a quiet, devastating grace, she lifts her mask. Ethan's face drains of color. The crowd stills. Her voice, steady as steel, cuts through. "You traded loyalty for lust," Lila mocks. Ethan panics. But Claire delivers her final strike, revealing the cruise was paid with his company card, ensuring his ruin. Gasps ripple through the room as she turns away. No rage, no tears, only power reclaimed. Her calm dismantles him completely, leaving him in ruinous silence. Back home, Claire sheds her old life like a worn-out skin. She resigns from her agency and launches her own boutique travel company, one devoted to helping women rediscover freedom through solo adventures. Her story, shared online without names, becomes a quiet movement of healing, strength, and self-worth. Ethan's downfall is swift. Corporate audits expose the misuse of funds, and gossip about the affair spreads like wildfire. Lila vanishes, leaving him to face the wreckage alone. Meanwhile, Claire rebuilds from peace, not spite. Maya cheers her every step, while Daniel remains her steadfast anchor, patient, kind, unwavering. One evening, Daniel admits he'd always admired her quiet resilience. She doesn't rush into love, but her heart finally feels light again. Writing her last journal entry, Claire smiles through tears. "I didn't need to expose him. The truth did. What I needed was to find myself again. And I did." A year later, Claire steps onto another cruise ship, not as a heartbroken wife, but as a keynote speaker for women who rise. The same ocean that once witnessed her pain now greets her triumph. Her confidence radiates quietly, proof that healing doesn't roar. It breathes steadily, freely. As the sun paints the water gold, Daniel approaches with 2 steaming coffees. His familiar warmth steadies her. "Ever thought you'd be back here?" he teases. Claire glances at the endless horizon and smiles softly. "I thought I'd drown in that sea." "Turns out I learned how to swim." The ship sails onward, waves reflecting her rebirth. The camera captures her serene reflection on the water, no longer fractured, but whole. Wind tangles her hair as she sips her coffee beside Daniel. Fade out. Title card. Sometimes the deepest betrayal leads to the strongest rebirth.